Oblique Seville believes that the Jamaican men can sweep in the men's 100-meter finals at the Paris Olympic Games should they all make it through to the finals. But is this actually possible? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops, to drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, let me just say to all yardies across the globe, happy Emancipation Day. If you celebrate this particular day, big up to the whole. Cool? All right, this is coming from me and the team here at Peter Lloyd World. Now let's get back to the video. Oblique Seville believes that Jamaica's Akeem Blake himself, meaning Oblique Seville, and of course Kishane Thompson, can win the men's 100 meters in a sweep at the Paris Olympic Games. This is a bold statement. So we're going to first take a look at his statement, which was done by TVJ, and then we're going to discuss the actual possibilities of a Jamaican sweep happening, considering that there's some really talented athletes out there that one has to look at. First, the men's finals of the 100 meters at the Jamaican National Championships, which you have all seen ad nauseum. So this would be how Oblique Seville envisions the sweep. Of course, in his mind, he probably would come first. If I were him, I would be thinking of me first and then the other two second and third.
Gripping this contest. Men's 100-meter final. Set. Up. Seville and Thompson got away like rockets. Seville looks imperious. Thompson looks imperious and commanding as well. Kishane Thompson steps to the fore.
So speaking with TVJ, Oblique Seville gave, I thought this was a really interesting interview. So you take a look and tell me what you think. But ultimately what he's saying is that he believes that Jamaica does have a chance of sweeping in the men's 100 meters.
Session in Paris on Friday, 23-year-old Seville was not shy in adding world indoor bronze medalist Akeem Blake to the list as a medal contender when the ink dries on August 4 in the Stade de France.
If I compete the same way that I competed at trials, I think I can be on the podium. And both of us, or three of us, can be on the podium. Okay, I guess if I run about 9.8, I think I can be on the podium. 9.80, I think I can be on the podium.
Seville, who has not competed since the national championships, revealed that he got injured in the final of the 100 meters at trials. He also spoke about his decision to visit world-renowned German sports medicine specialist Dr. Hans Müller-Wohlfahrt.
I booked that appointment before the championship, but funny did you know that at the trials I actually picked up a little strain, but which was working in my favor, that I booked the appointment before. So that's why I went to Dr. Müller, because if I didn't book that appointment, maybe I would be a little stranded right now.
The diminutive sprinter says he is now 100%.
Now, of course, the Americans are some of the top contenders for that gold medal, silver medal, and bronze medal spot. And the current world champion, Noah Lyles, was beaten by Oblique Seville at the Racers Grand Prix. In fact, Seville had enough time to slow down 10 meters out and look back at Noah Lyles, running his then new PB, which he equaled in the finals of the men's 100 meters at the Jamaican National Championships of 9.82.
Of the Racers Grand Prix, the men's blue ribbon event, a marquee event. The set position. Lyles got a cracking start. Hughes, Seville, and Oman Yala trying to stay with them. Seville is running a stout race. Lyles coming by him. Oblique Seville produces a stunning performance. Big performance on the big occasion. That was a...
Now the Americans, Fred Curley, Noah Lyles, and Kenny Benerick. And Lyles now has a new PB of 9.83. Kenny Benerick's new PB is 9.87, and Fred Curley's season's best is not his PB. Fred Curley's PB is actually 9.7 9.86, if my memory serves me correctly. But his season's best is 9.88 seconds. Now, there are other athletes, of course, that we would have to get by. There is Leslie Tibogo, there's Omenyala of Kenya, there's Akana Simbini, there's the current world, the current Olympic champion in men's 100 meters, Lamont Marcel Jacobs, or is it Marcel Lamont Jacobs of Italy. So this would not be a walk in the park. So what do I think? Do I think that Jamaica could actually sweep here? Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. I tried to follow the numbers here. Now, Akeem Blake would be the person that we'd have to be most concerned about. As I said, if my memory serves me correctly, Omenyala of Kenya's season's best at this point is 9.79. Shane Thompson's personal best and season's best is 9.77. Lyles' personal best is 9.81, which he ran at the London Diamond League recently. This is over the 100 meters, of course, 9.81. And Oblique Seville's PB is 9.82, which he has ran twice this year thus far. In the second occasion, he said he was not feeling well. So technically, we would assume that he could go faster. Now, we also have to look at the fact that all these male athletes are going to improve. Well, they should improve going into the Olympic Games. So I'm expecting everyone to improve by, let us say, 0.02. So Lyles may be able to run a 9.77, let's say. So let's just average it down to that. Then we have to look at running through the rounds. How does the rounds affect these athletes? Some athletes get faster, some get slower, some run their fastest during the semis, etc. So Akeem Blake, his personal best is 9.87, and his season's best, I believe, is 9.93, which he ran in the finals at the Jamaica National Trials. Akeem Blake would be the Achilles heel in this instance. Can Akeem Blake at least get to his PB of 9.89? I think that's highly possible. But if we look at the winning times last year, those times were anywhere between 9.83 to 9.89. So to medal, if we look at previous history, I would say the gold medalist would in this instance be running a sub 9.80. I still think Kashane Thompson is the obvious person. I believe Seville will be able to run a sub 9.80. I think Lyles may be able to run a sub 9.80. So those are 3 men. For us to sweep, Akeem would have to be able to run something akin to a 9.82, 9.81, or a 9.80, or a 9.79. Can Akeem Blake actually run this time? That is the question. Now, I'm a huge fan of Akeem Blake. Many of you know this, I've done many features on Akeem. Do I think he's capable of doing that? I think there is maybe a 11 to 12% possibility that he could improve his season's best to a personal best and run a 9.82. I think if he's able to run a 9.82, we could actually sweep. But this would mean that all the other athletes are not at their best. So in my opinion, the possibilities of a Jamaica getting a sweep in this instance is 11 to 15%. That's my honest opinion. I believe we can get a Quinella, meaning we can get a 1-2. I honestly think we will get a 1-2. If Seville is at his best and Kashane Thompson runs at 100, I see 1-2. I think the person who could break that up would be Noah Lyles. Lyles, I still think, is in the bronze medal position. I mean, he doesn't give up easily. He has a tremendous tenacity, and he has proven that he improves. We've seen him improve his PB consistently over the last 2 years of the 100 meters. So I don't expect him to to run 9.81. I believe at some point in the rounds, he will lower that PB to a 9.79, 9.78. This is my opinion. So, can we sweep? I believe Jamaica has an 11 to 15% chance of sweeping the men's 100 meter finals. I believe we have a 50% chance of winning the Quinella with Kishane and Oblique. I believe for us to do this, Lyles will have to be off and Akeem Blake will have to run a new personal best of about a 9.82 to a 9.85. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!